Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. The show that is this Diz Unlimited show. Today we are talking about all of those Destination D23 announcements, like the major update to Carousel of Progress, including a Walt Disney animatronic on the East Coast, you say? More details on Villains Land coming to Magic Kingdom, as well as a Tron Aries overlay with a 9-inch nail soundtrack, yes please, and much, much more. Today's episode, Diz Unlimited Podcast, said that part. I'm Rhino. Hello. Welcome. Said that part. Guess who's here with me? It's the one, the only Theme Park Diz correspondent, Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey. How's everyone doing? How you doing?
Oh, my God. I had a name. I had I had a nickname for you picked out before, and I forgot to write it down. And because I told myself I was going to make a different name for you guys every week now, because I know I said Creepy Clam, because Chloe is our...
And you can't remember?
Yeah, no, it was something I wanted to be like spaghetti and meatballs, but that doesn't feel right. I think it's just because we were talking about the spaghetti and meatball pizza at Universal Studios, so now I can't get it out of my head. But I had one for you where I was like, it was something like I'm giving you a Halloween nickname every week, and I can't remember.
All right. Well, remember next time, because I'm intrigued.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Before we get started today, just want to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan that perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we produce here. So that includes all of our podcasts, the YouTube, both YouTube channels, all those videos, all of that stuff. Again, cost you nothing extra to book with them. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com. You can get a free, no obligation quote today. It's also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. If you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, like Chloe or myself, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. For just $5 a month, you can get access to our live Patreon and post and sometimes pre-show. Like today, it was a pre-show because I have to run out of here right afterwards. But beyond that, we also do individually catered content and things like that in different tiers. But for the $5 tier, for another live show that is completely unhinged, unedited, and unfiltered, and what's the thing I forgot. I meant to look it up. The button I have to click expletive when somebody's like, it does a show have expletives in it. And I say yes or no. Uncensored.
Yes.
There we are.
Unlimited.
You've earned your seat today.
Thank you.
The Unlimited, Uncensored, Unhinged podcast. That's what we should have called it. Next one. That again, patreon.com/DizUnlimited. But hello. We are here. We're live on YouTube right now. Yesterday was the Labor Day, the day of labor free day. I told myself after Chloe and I were counting it out, the hours worked from like Food and Wine through finishing editing the Halloween Horror Nights highlight videos that are up on our other YouTube channel, youtube.com/@thediz. Over there, we have highlights from the different houses from this year's Halloween Horror Nights thing. I think in a matter of just those couple of days, I worked 36 hours, bare minimum. That's lowballing it. And so on when we got to that holiday on Monday, I made a promise to myself where I was like, I am not doing anything work-related. And that did include show prep for today. And let me tell you, when I woke up at 8 a.m. today, I said, what a bad decision it was to wait until this morning to prep this show, because unlike the last couple weeks, we got stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Well, we had Destination D23 over the weekend.
Yeah, and I'm going to rely heavily on you to help me with this. And
yes.
I have some visuals. I don't have some visuals, but it is what it is. And you know what? I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to be stressed about it. I can only do the best job that I can do, and I can only do the most that I can do. And sometimes that has to be good enough, you know? And today, it's good enough for me. I hope it's good enough for everybody out here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have you here with me.
I'm happy to be here too. Thank you for having me.
What if the big reveal right now was that you're actually in another room in a different... You're just actually Chloe's seat's virtual. No. How was your weekend?
It was good. I, like you, was at Halloween Horror Nights all weekend. I told you earlier.
Spooking up the place.
Yeah. Hunter, my boyfriend, and I, we tracked how much we walked over the weekend for opening weekend because we stayed out all night.
Yeah. I saw you guys
20 miles.
like 12:30 a.m. on Saturday, I think, for a little bit. And I do need to say this about Hunter. He was wearing these incredible Ghostbusters Crocs.
Yeah.
Okay, it takes a lot for me to say that about Crocs, and those were good.
They're very. I actually just got the Animal Crossing Crocs too, so we're a Croc family now.
Oh, Croc family. No crocking about it.
And he also was decked out in Fallout because he loves the Fallout stuff. Yeah. So that was fun. No, yeah, we walked 20 miles over 3 nights of Halloween Horror Nights, so my legs are tired.
Should do a little marathon.
I'm glad to sit today for the show.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Is that time of season? I feel like it's just sort of, this is the thing I always say. It's like, and this is true, I think, for everybody for different and various reasons. You know, if you've got kids, they're headed back to school. Mm-hmm. So like that's a new challenge you're working with again that you weren't, last week or whatever. And then on top of that, it's just like before we know it, we're getting to Thanksgiving, we're getting to the holidays, whether it's Hanukkah or Christmas or whatever you celebrate at the holidays, and before you know it, it's my birthday and everyone's just sending me gifts. And I'm like, this was too much. You guys had too much on your plate. I'm just kidding. But
never.
Here's
my registry anyway.
Yeah. But if you're looking for that registry, yeah. No, I thought it's a fun time. I don't know about you, but it's just that feeling of being back in it, like in that, I know this is for us, like our favorite time of the year. Mm-hmm. And just like, I found what was really special for me. So, I said this on our Patreon show, but I'll just give it I'm going to say it here on this one too, is that I was up till 4 a.m. Friday morning, the Thursday night into Friday morning, finishing that food and wine vlog. And then Friday night, I was up till 6 a.m. doing then I had to sleep because I was like, I will throw up if I don't. Yeah. I could feel it. You know, that thing where you're just like, is the world real? Like, what is gravity? Like, it was starting to happen. And I was like, okay, babe, got to go close your eyes. Yeah. What is name? Who am me? So I slept for 3 hours and then I finished doing that. I forget the word for that. It's part of your ADHD thing, but sometimes you're very like you do a project and you're like, I have to finish it. But also hyper-focused. Yeah. I was very hyper-focused on it, but also it's important to me to do a very good job, the best job that I can in the many ways that I can. So, I finished that and then I was like, should I torture myself and go back to Halloween Horror Nights? And I went alone. And honestly, it was great. That was the thing that I felt was really rewarding. I also went on Sunday night and that was a lot of fun, but Saturday night, I didn't get there until like 9 o'clock. I think I walked in the park. But it was just kind of like coming in that front entrance, but like the lights with the fog and like the neon, but people are in costumes and you can hear people screaming and like,
it's all cool lights this year.
And like, and that's really cool. Not just cool, but they're cool.
They're cool.
They're cool as in not hot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're hot.
Yes. Up close, I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah.
God, the English language is trash.
What is coolie hot? Hotly cool.
Coolio. But it was, there's just something infectious about sort of like, it's like you seeing this event, but I love sort of, and I know this happens at Walt Disney World, and this is one of the things we love about theme parks, I think, and just that sort of community about watching people have the experience and sort of like, I like seeing it where the experience isn't a success, and so you're seeing exactly what it was supposed to do, and there's something like really kind of cool and beautiful about that. Like you like seeing the people get scared, but then seeing the characters and seeing people get so excited about it, and then like laughing about it, and like it's so many elements layered together.
There's so much energy throughout the event. Yeah. There's so much to see between the scare actors, the theming, the cool lights like we're talking about, and then you add in the guests on top of it. We were talking because we went house heavy this weekend. We did as many houses as we could throughout the night, closed out a lot up until 2 a.m. So we were able to conquer a lot, but we've been saying for our plan. Oh,
sorry, I'm moving your camera slightly. I noticed. I think I hit it, and I was like, "Shh, keep talking."
Our plan for this next week, in the evenings, is just kind of chill out in the scare zones and just kind of just be in those zones, because the cat that's what we were talking about. We were talking about scare zones earlier on the pre-show. The cat lady zone, I want to spend so much more time in there, and there's so many, and even in the daytime there's a lot of hidden little things that you don't see at night throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, that was the big thing, because the cat lady one was one of the first ones we walked through, and I was like, I want to go back. Well, my joke was, now I know where Teresa's been. But it was one of those, it's a really dark area, and so I was like, oh, I want to come and because this year for Stay and Scream, if you're not familiar, sorry, we will stop talking about Universal in a little bit. But you get a bracelet and you can go throughout the whole park now. And that's where it's like, oh, that's really fun. I look forward to being able to go and see that. And I love that transition from day to night. Thing
and
that starts happening.
And the trees.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to Disney though, I did push myself. Also thanks to Hunter for literally pushing me to go, because I was too tired on Monday, Labor Day. But we went to the Boneyard at Animal Kingdom for the last day, because it did close permanently today, which we'll be talking about. But I said goodbye to the Boneyard. It was sad. It was really sad. But
did you find any fossils?
I didn't get in the dig site area, but I did take a picture on top of a pachyosaur, and I took lots of photos of the T-Rex bones, and just kind of reminisced a little on being there with my little sister as a kid. And then also I took a bunch of photos from the Olden Gate Bridge, because that is also closed off now. You don't get to see the big dinosaur as you enter Dino Land anymore. It's closed off.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
You know what I've been thinking about? And this is, Chloe, you've segued into this perfectly, because our first story is going to be about this. Well, we're in the story right now.
Yeah.
But the idea that like Animal Kingdom is that we're not going to... I guess that what I'm trying to say is, like, in our everyday life, we've been a little spoiled about anytime you go to Animal Kingdom, you get to see like the they're not real fossils, but you get to see like the skeletons, the
dino suit,
all that sort of stuff. And now, like, I love dinosaurs, and it's like, I'm not going to have that anywhere at Disney. There's like no dinosaur representation. And it's weird, because I think about the train at like Disneyland when you go through and there's that diorama that's from the thing I cannot remember the name of this second. But
Wildlife Express train.
When the T-Rex is like fighting
the primeval world.
Yes,
yes. Diorama.
Yeah, that thing. I'm like, it feels like dinosaurs are sort of an element of Disney.
Oh yeah.
It's like all entwined in this like natural history thing, and there's that part where I'm like, oh man,
I know.
I'm really gonna miss that element.
Me too.
Well, take it away. Tell us the big news about that we got today.
Yes. Excuse me. Let me open this really quick. I did want to say really quick, if you are visiting Orlando after Dino Land closes, which is now basically, after Boneyard closes, I would highly recommend visiting Universal Orlando, because they have Camp Jurassic. And it's
yes, exactly. Well, as someone in the chat pointed out, we have a Universal show to talk about that, or a Patreon show.
Yes,
I love people's real positive attitude when they come to this show today. And yeah, I called you out. I don't care. I forgot to say happy birthday to Hannah. Hannah's not here today.
Happy birthday, Hannah.
In my head, I have literally, since I hit live, been being like, okay, mention happy birthday, Hannah. Happy birthday, Hannah. Happy birthday, Hannah. I've said it a million times now. Hannah, I told Hannah, and she tried to be like, no, I'm going to come to the show. I'm going to come to the show. And I was like, do not show up at this show. If it was me, I wouldn't be here. I 100% promise you. You are all allowed to take your birthdays off. I'm telling you for my thing, if it's your birthday and you show up to like do work, I'd be mad for you. I'd be like, no, get out. Like, don't do this. So I hope she's actually a little under the weather today, and I didn't have time to put her skeleton stand in for us, but
that's okay.
One episode, I think we're just going to start, and it's going to be all skeletons in our clothes. So because we really just need 3 photos. People won't even know if it's video, and just cut, and we'll just do a whole skeleton show. That'll be when we need to do the mobile shows or whatever. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Tell us the thing. I want to.
Dinosaur news.
Just trying to keep myself from being sad, because there's just so much sadness lately.
I know. This is. I will say that we have a little bit longer than I originally anticipated, but so yes, now that the Boneyard and Dino Land at Disney's Animal Kingdom is officially and permanently closed, a few other upcoming closures have been announced to make way for Tropical Americas. Today, they have clarified on the Walt Disney World website that the last day to ride Dinosaur is February 1st, 2026, as the attraction will close permanently on February 2nd, 2026. Starting February 2nd, Dinosaur, Restaurantosaurus, and the rest of Dino Land will officially be closed. So catch me in Dino Land on February 1st. With Restaurantosaurus closed as of February 2nd, its menu items will move to Harambe Market in early 2026. And to get ready for those new items, Harambe Market will close for refurbishment this winter. Specific dates will be shared at a later time. Also throughout Dino Land, of course, we have those character meet and greets. So the last day to meet Donald, Daisy, Chip, and Dale in their Dino Land outfits is also February 1st.
I forgot.
Yeah. Once the area closes on February 2nd, the characters will move to a different location of Animal Kingdom with additional information to be provided later, which we can assume they will not be in their dinosaur pajamas, Chip and Dale. So get those photos in while you can, folks. Cali River Rapids at Animal Kingdom will start its yearly refurbishment on October 6th and is expected to open in December as well. This early refurbishment will allow the attraction to be available before Dinosaur and Dino Land close on February 2nd. So just be sure to get your trip in before February 2nd if Dinosaur is important to you.
It better be.
It better
be important.
That's a threat.
Supporting
Not
me.
really, but you know.
Yeah.
I won't be your friend.
I'm still hoping for. So I know there is like a small line of merchandise that came out. I think I think maybe wrote an article about it on the Diz.
They still have most of it.
It was like a shirt, a hat. There was a pin, right?
Yes, and an ice, like a stainless steel water bottle. We just did Dinosaur yesterday when we visited, and they had everything except the hat, and I think the pin might be sold out right now. They also have a magnet, but the magnet and pin are kept at the register, so you have to ask for those. But yeah, right now they have the t-shirt and the water bottle for sure. But I'm hoping some more comes out. Like, I'd love to see, I'm wearing a Countdown to Extinction shirt right now, but I'd love to see something more along this line, that maybe it has the date of when the attraction closes or something. Because the current collection they have right now is very much, it's like an evergreen line of, you know, the vintage dinosaur imagery, if you will, on a t-shirt and the souvenirs. But I feel like they could do like, you know, going extinct soon kind of thing collection. So maybe we'll see more.
Well, I would love, so I have Hannah's camera on apparently. I would love, I'd love the pajamas. I want the dinosaur pajamas.
Oh
Somebody
goodness,
make us
yes.
the pajamas.
I'm sure someone
that would have been a
Etsy
fun Mickey's Not So Scary costume, I think.
Oh, we got 2 weeks to source up the materials.
I'm going to put you on a Google thing after this.
All right.
You got to check it.
Let me take a note so I don't forget.
Deep. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, you know, when one Dino Land closes,
a Tropical America's Land opens.
Yeah, I get. Well, I was trying to figure out how to work it into the Walt Disney animatronic. To be like, when one dinosaur closes, a Walt Disney animatronic rises from the. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you guys. There's a brand new Walt Disney audio animatronic coming to Carousel of Progress, which is a lot of fun. They announced this. They also announced that Carousel of Progress was going to be keep on spinning for years and years to come. This is the first major update at Carousel of Progress in like 32 years. I think it was 1993 was the last time there was any update. Yeah, I think that. And so my understanding is that there's going to be a scene added to the initial. So this is like how it'll start. And then they also teased that the finale is going to be updated too. Could you read the information from this article by any chance? If you're
absolutely.
able to as well.
Yes.
Just to make sure I'm not skipping any specifics or anything like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
I appreciate you.
Open it really
yeah.
quick.
No. I will say this right away before we get into those specifics. Do you think the animatronic is going to be identical to the Disneyland one? Because they look like they're using a photo of a different time.
It looks like they're using a younger Walt, and I really hope he's going to be different. I hope this is one of those rare instances where Disney World gets the better part. Of a mutual thing, but we'll see. So the information. So this was during the Creating the Happiest Place on Earth panel at Destination D23. Walt Disney Imagineer Chris Beatty announced that Walt Disney will soon be added to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. How fitting.
I love that.
At Magic Kingdom, brought to life through audio animatronics technology. Let's see. Kirsten Komorowski, she's the executive director of the Walt Disney Family Museum, stated, "We are grateful to the Walt Disney Company and Walt Disney Imagineering for their continued collaboration and ongoing partnership with the Walt Disney Family Museum. The introduction of a new audio animatronics figure of Walt Disney in the Carousel of Progress marks an exciting milestone in our shared mission to celebrate the story of the man behind the magic and inspire new generations with his innovations and vision for the future. We appreciate the continued efforts and meticulous care that Imagineering has taken to keep Walt's legacy alive." So the concept art features Walt Disney in his blue sweater on a set reminiscent of the one where he introduced the audio animatronic Tiki Birds on his television show. Disney says there are plenty of additional details to be revealed, including what John, Sarah, and the rest of the futuristic family are up to. Imagineers love this attraction, and the heart of it will stay the same while introducing the Carousel of Progress to an entirely new generation of fans, showing them what a great, big, beautiful tomorrow is just a dream away.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm going to prep you and tell you I'm going to ask you to do that for a lot of the stories.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. You're
good. Yeah, you're better about being able to go through the information really quick than I have. Not that I don't know the information.
That's kind of my job, but
yeah. It's just that sometimes some of the articles are very dense, and
yes.
that's the only part that I can't sort through it on the fly. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I love Carousel of Progress. I'm one of those people. I know younger people or other people might not love it, but this is one that I was like, it very much reminds me of my grandmother specifically coming here, and we do this, and I actually enjoyed it, and I loved being on it, and I love because I love the memories I have with my grandmother on there. But then like even now that she's she's not traveling as much, she's going to be 92 in October or in November, excuse me. Grandfather in October. They're born like 2 weeks apart. That like. When, I like to go and be like, Grandma, I rode the Carousel of Progress today, and I have the pumpkins. They had the pumpkins from the 50s
with
scene.
The big mouth.
Yeah, the big mouths. And she let me have 2 of them because they have a bunch. And that was the thing, is every grandchild watched. I started it, but now whenever anyone goes over, she lets the grandchildren go and pick out a pumpkin. I'll be like, Grandma, don't give them all away. It's like, I'll take the rest.
I want
like,
them.
Because they don't. I'm the only grandchild who has 2, though. So they were like, take two. But it's crazy because they have a little piece of paper inside.
Oh.
You've got to because over the years, the paper kind of whatever, and I've got to figure out how to get it back into because it's eyes and the mouth inside. But
like a face?
Yeah, they all have different little expressions happening within them. But I need a clear plastic case, I think, to put it in because I'm worried that just the general Florida atmosphere will destroy it. It's one of those where I'm like, if there's a fire, I have 2 corgis and the pumpkin in my mouth, the 2 corgis under the arm. And but yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm sure you love it too, because you love a nostalgic thing.
Yes, and it's one of those. I feel like it's an untouchable attraction at Walt Disney World. They got rid of it at Disneyland years ago, and I feel like it's one of those pieces here that people would be very upset if they took it out. So I'm glad it's here to stay, and they want to, put some love into it. So I'm very excited for this. And like I said before, I hope it's a little bit different of a look versus the Walt Disney Animatronic at Disneyland. I still have yet to see it in person yet, but from what I've seen, he still just seems a little off.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those things where I like the idea of it being 2 different ages too, 2 different versions of him, and it makes it that sort of fun back and forth thing. But looking forward to that. There wasn't a timeline released for that, though. I don't believe, was there? Or
the article doesn't say.
I thought they had said. I don't know why. I thought it was 2027 or something. I mean, I don't think he's going to be done, but I mean, the Disneyland one.
Yeah, they say there's still plenty of details to be revealed. So I think this is just touching on it. So maybe Parks blog, or maybe we'll get more in a year at the next D23. Who knows?
Well, looking forward to it. Very excited for that. That was definitely one of those where I heard it and I was like, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Get it there. It's borderline one of those things where I almost wish they'd add something of him into Small World at Disneyland now, because I feel like these are sort of the World's Fair attractions. And I would love if
a
there
first
was
room for him to introduce it.
That, or exactly, that first hallway, or if anything, if maybe they'd do a little doll of him.
Oh my goodness!
It might be scarier than I want, but I don't know.
They can do it in a cute way, I feel like.
Well, I'm going to have you take us through the next one, too, because we got some new details on Villains Land, which is coming to Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World. Again, I don't really believe there's a time frame up for this, but this is kind of the Imagineering people working on this are definitely in the research and development phase of it all. And with that, if you're familiar with how like Joe Rohde formerly talked very openly about how they got the inspiration for Animal Kingdom from going to all these different countries and trying to be inspired by like real life architecture and history and cultural impacts that it had here. There's a lot of that going on in here. And it's interesting, but it is also one of those things where you're like, this is going to be a little far. I think we're a lot farther off than I keep hoping, maybe, because just something when you're so excited for it, you like it.
And I know. I think we're probably like at least 5 years away from seeing this open, but it's still very exciting.
We'll go for your 50th.
Yeah, sounds good.
In 5 years, just to be clear.
Hey. So at the Disney Villains Icons of Evil panel at Destination D23, Imagineers shared exciting new details about the upcoming Villains expansion at Magic Kingdom. First revealed at last year's D23, the project has been moving forward, and we learned last year that the land will feature 2 major attractions along with themed dining and shopping, of course. We can't wait for that shopping. So Imagineers explained how much research has gone into the project before construction has even begun. The design takes heavy inspiration from Art Nouveau, a European architectural style known for flowing lines, bold shapes, and rich colors. This style will help bring the world of Disney villains to life in a way that feels magical and immersive. And some of the imagery that they've shown, it is very Art Nouveau style, and it's almost like Gothic style.
Yeah.
There's one specific image that it's panning up to a ceiling that has like these really intricate carvings, and the way that the ceiling is kind of like wrapped around itself, it looks kind of like a rib cage, so it lends itself really well to
share that one
Disney
too.
Villains. Yeah, that one's really good. I'll keep reading here. Guidance from a Disney legend. So Disney legend Andreas Deja, the animator behind Gaston, Jafar, and Scar, appeared in a video message to announce he is consulting on the land. He explained that these characters give Imagineers the perfect source material with their strong personalities, striking visuals, and layered stories. And then they've done research in Paris and Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Imagineers have worked closely with Walt Disney Animation Studio artists as well. They traveled to Paris and Barcelona to study architecture firsthand. In Paris, they noted how Art Nouveau designs often made nature appear as if it were frozen by magic. In Barcelona, the modernism style added an eerie and otherworldly edge. There's that weird like Gothic style. Both cities also showcase vibrant stained glass and painted metal details, inspiring the Imagineers to use jewel-toned colors throughout the land. And they're calling it conjured architecture, which I like that a lot. So the Imagineering team coined the phrase conjured architecture to describe this mix of real-world history and fantastical design. And now we all have a better idea of the creative vision for Villains Land. So,
yeah. Well, that at least there is one on the way. You know, like
yes.
It's one of those sort of things where sometimes, I just am like, it's hard. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. It's really hard when you are just like so excited for something, right? Like that you're just like, I want it now. And also
don't care how.
The fact that this has been something that I feel like has been rumored since like I moved to Florida, I think in 2007, and I remember they had like it on the news, and they were like, a Villains Park coming to whatever, and I'm like, no. It just, that's like, oh my God, that was like, this is crazy to think that was like 18 years ago, 17 years ago that I like saw that on the news, right? And it's just like, I did want to share the photo you were talking about though, because it is very cool and like kind of creepy. This like rib cage one that you said, where it's like it's like vines but bones and
yeah, it's giving Hades Underworld for sure.
Yeah. And then there was another like wrought iron fence that was like had like looked like the thorns and stuff. And so I think this has a lot of really great potential to wow us in that way, the architectural way. I'm looking forward to that sort of thing. Like, I mean, I am very wowed. Like, so like with Galaxy's Edge, even I know that we've had complaints and we talk about that sometimes, but like the thing is like structurally and what it looks like, it very much like a stranger could walk in and be like, wow, I am in a Star Wars universe. I very clearly know, and so I think that's one of the things I really love and look forward to about new lands at Disney parks is it's almost something I feel like we take it for granted in a way. Like it's sort of the storytelling that happens subconsciously. It's like sound design sometimes, or like editing even. Like it's just one of those things where it's the invisible art almost, even though you are literally staring right at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, I know. And I know that we've come to know immersive theming ever since, the era of theme parks. I feel like Epcot has the architecture from each country within their pavilions that we can get to know at that level. But then also with the introduction of, going back to Universal, with the introduction of the Wizarding World lands, and then going into Disney's Cars Land, which was like one of the first like fully immersive lands with down to the architecture accurate to the film. And then into, now we have like, after Cars Land, Star Wars Land, what you were just talking about, Galaxy's Edge. And then this is another one where it's, it might not be film accurate because those movies are, as early as the 30s, 40s, 50s, but they're going to expound upon real life architecture and kind of make it their own. But I can't wait. Like, it looks really cool.
I think that's what I like the most about it. Is like, that's what I want it to be, something original that invokes those feelings of those films without it being literal. Because I think this is that opportunity. Yeah. I think this is that opportunity to wear a land like a Galaxy's Edge, where we often say they went almost too far, where they were like, it feels alienating because the average person maybe isn't pulling it all together correctly. This feels like that could succeed in this way, because it's like, I don't know how many things we've seen. I mean, like Mickey Mouse Club, or how many castle shows from the Halloween parties, or all this stuff that all the villains show up and you're like, what's Oogie Boogie doing up there with the Sanderson sisters?
Yeah.
They're not the same.
No
one's
one
live action and one's claymation. It's stuff like that where you're like, I don't care. I'm just excited. Like,
exactly.
He's shimmying like crazy.
No.
Those bugs are going to be popping right out those seams right now.
No, and while we're talking about it, like, Star Wars launch base closing later this month. Where the heck is Darth Vader's meet and greet gonna go? Put it in Galaxy's Edge. I don't care anymore. I want my Star Wars characters in Star Wars Land.
I want my Star Wars.
I want my Star Wars.
I want my Star Wars. There should be an area, or they should at least do something with Star Tours over there. I'm not saying get rid of Backlot Express, but that whole area over there could be incorporated into vintage Star Wars. We'll call it. Classic characters. Give me
You lost me at vintage Star Wars. You got me.
You got me. You got me.
Star Wars weekends.
I think I can actually do this next one because it's fairly simple. I did just get my my stuff out of order here on the slides, though. So let me pop this up. Over at the Magic Kingdom, heard of it? The Cinderella Castle here at Walt Disney World is getting a fresh new look again. The team, the Walt Disney Imagineers, I like to call them the team, is giving an updated paint scheme that blends grays, creams, blues, and gold accents. The goal is to highlight the castle's iconic architecture while ensuring it remains the centerpiece of Magic Kingdom. Although the design process is still being finalized, Disney shared how much thought and research goes into the project and scale. The castle's classic appearance has always relied on a timeless mix of deep blues and radiant golds. These colors were originally chosen to reflect Florida's bright sunshine, giving the castle a shimmering effect from morning through evening. Every detail is planned so the castle looks stunning year-round, whether you're viewing it from Main Street, USA, or from across the Seven Seas Lagoon. The thing about Florida, though, is the ability to maintain the paint schemes on here. I don't know what dark magic they're doing to get it. Like, I'm impressed with the color scheme staying as bright, like still being as good as it is on the castle right now, because that was repainted for the 50th. And you know what's wild? The 50th was 4 years ago.
I know. Yeah.
That castle got painted during COVID, and you're like,
yeah,
it still looks good though. I liked what they did for the 50th, and I assumed it was just for the 50th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this return to like sort of the classic coloring.
It's like, yeah, good job. Yeah. You're going back to what it was supposed to be.
I know. Also, one of those where you're like, yeah, I thought you were doing that eventually. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, It's like the Cake Castle where they'd be like, all right, we're getting a brand new look and the castle's going to look like the castle again. And I'm like, well, that's not brand new, but that's fine. I mean, this might very well be a new version of the castle, but
all I know is we might be one step closer to the Castle Dreamlights returning because it has also been 5 years since those were up. So,
wait, is it really? When was the last time? Was it 2020?
Holiday 2019? Yep.
Yeah, but and the excuse is because of the projection
50th.
show, right?
Their excuse was the 50th
the
decorations, and now I don't know if it's officially Disney or not, but people are saying that it's because of the projections. I'm like, they can do ice and projections. That's not impossible. They used to have.
You're asking too much.
Yeah, I'm not asking for enough.
I'm not asking for enough. All I want for Christmas is some Dreamlights. So we know we're not getting them this year, I'm guessing. No. Well, the Switch is also part of it, right? Because it was the Halloween party going to the 31st and then the 7th. The crane would be there. Yeah. I will say I have enjoyed not having the crane around as much. Old Ichabod.
It's worth it.
But now it's been so long that I'm like, I guess it can be there again.
I think it's worth it.
All right. Well,
maybe if they're more public with when the crane dates are, just in case people want a castle photo for their holiday cards, they can plan around that. But also Photoshop is a thing built into your phone now. You could just touch it up.
The new cameras, I think. So all the PhotoPass have new cameras now, and the new system allows them to not have to flip the camera up and down to be able to just take a picture and it makes it vertical. I was like, can I have that? But so I think they've been using some sort of editing technology because I believe in Galaxy's Edge when you get your picture in front of the Millennium Falcon for a hot second there, nobody would be around you.
Oh.
So I think it was sort of like the camera's using this much of the photo and it's just blending it into the other. It's just like editing two photos together and stuff. I could be crazy.
No.
And maybe I was just dreaming.
No, I mean, technology's getting crazier and crazier, so I think a crane is okay once in a while.
I won't be surprised if Arnold Schwarzenegger kicks in this door anymore and now say,
honestly.
Are you Sarah Connor? Are you Mr. Cupcake? Sorry. Okay, something I'm really excited about and looking forward to is the Tron Aries ride overlay heading to Walt Disney World. It's just a limited time thing. So the thing about Tron Aries, if you haven't seen this trailer that's out now, one, I don't love that Jared Leto's in it, but it's fine. I love a Tron movie.
Yeah.
I love Tron Legacy, and I am excited because I didn't know. I said at the Halloween party to you guys, I was like, oh, it'd be great if we could do a layover. And I made a joke about being like, look, it's all orange. And because that's what color it does turn anyways. And now there is this layover coming that's going to be red because that's a new color we're getting for in this new film. If you've seen the film, you see that's like kind of the color of the bad guys are coming in here. But it says Disney revealed during the Walt Disney Studios presentation at Destination D23 that both Tron Light Cycle Run at Walt Disney World Resort and Tron Light Cycle Power Run at Shanghai Disney Resort will be marking the debut of the new film Tron Aries with a fresh overlay on their attractions. Instead of blue and orange, the ride is going to surround you with bright red and orange lights as you race through twisting tunnels, feeling the wind and speed of the light cycle. That's not all that's happening to it, though, because I think the thing that's really cool, they have a soundtrack right now that plays that is similar to the movie, is what they told me. It's a different artist. It's not
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, no. Who did the Legacy soundtrack?
Oh, Daft
Punk, yeah, because they are defunct.
Mm-hmm.
And they said the artist who did the current rides attraction, it's to mimic the sound of that, but it's not that soundtrack.
Okay.
Whereas with this overlay, we are going to get the music by Nine Inch Nails playing while we're on the ride.
That's fun.
So I am really looking forward to that. If you're not if you're not familiar with Nine Inch Nails, now if you didn't know, there's actually like if you have Spotify, I'm sure it's true on the other apps as well, but you can actually go in and there is the Tron Aries soundtrack is already in there. You can't listen to the whole thing, but you can listen to one of the songs. And it's like the main song by Nine Inch Nails, but they sing in it too, and it's really good. So I am like, go get your preview of that over there because I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's going to be cool. That's something I'm really excited about. I'm wondering too, maybe we'll get a little bit of a refresh on the merchandise line with some red some glow red stuff because we
totally.
really haven't gotten one since it opened.
Yeah, they released a newer like button-up shirt, I noticed, because they cleared out most of the opening year merch out at the outlets. So there's a couple of new things in the shop. So there's definitely room for a new red collection.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna like head out to sea for a hot second, but we're coming back to land immediately after that. So don't go anywhere. That is not this. Yeah, I was like, you're gonna give me the. Wait, do I have it in here? I might. Hold on. I thought I added it. I did, just for you.
Yeah, that's my party anthem.
I'm gonna get the remix of that going next time. It'll be the Daft Punk meets the DCL horn, like
beat drop.
Yeah. So we've gotten some new DCL information about. I believe this is a meet and greet coming to the Disney Destiny. Chloe, do you want to tell us a little bit more about this?
Sure, I would
Wow.
love to.
I'm excited.
Let me open it here. I wasn't sure which one you're casting over to me.
Meet and play, and then I'll take the drinks because Lord knows I need one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much more agreeable after I've had one. So
my computer's very slow all of a sudden, of course.
Oh, here we go.
It's Dr. Facilier. I know that.
That's the name of your computer?
No. Yeah. The cards.
We should just name them after all. The cards. The memory cards.
The memory cards will fail you. All right. So when the Disney Destiny sets sail in November 2025, which is just 2 months away, can you believe? Guests will have a brand new way to interact with one of Disney's most memorable villains. At Destination D23, Disney Cruise Line revealed concept art for a unique meet and play experience featuring the smooth-talking Shadow Man himself, Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. Unlike a traditional meet and greet, this experience is designed to feel more like stepping into the villain's world. Dr. Facilier, known for his charm and trickery, won't simply be posing for photos. Instead, you'll find him mingling in unexpected spots, such as the upper levels of the ship's grand hall. From there, he could lure curious onlookers into a makeshift parlor space of his own. Once inside this parlor space, in quotation marks, the encounter becomes more interactive. You may see Dr. Facilier show off card tricks, sleight of hand, or other illusions, creating an atmosphere that feels playful yet mischievous, true to the character's personality. Disney describes the experience as more of a meet and play than a straightforward character experience, emphasizing that Facilier is there to engage, entertain, and make new friends during the voyage.
On the other side.
Yeah.
It's my best Keith David. I can't do it.
It's cool. It seems like it's, I mean, obviously the Disney Destiny is themed to heroes and villains. So this seems like a play test also, though, for Villains Land. You know, like this meet and play kind of thing where you're getting to know the villains on a new level.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. It reminds me a lot of in like Star Cruiser, how you would kind of interact with them. There was a sabacc table in the bar there, and every now and then maybe a character would come in and sit and play or something like that. And I was like, that's a fun element that I'm glad they're incorporating sort of from that sometimes can be weird, but sometimes could be fun.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of the roaming character like that.
Yes, me too. It feels very, when they did like Star Wars Day at Sea or Pixar Day at Sea, it's like special little character opportunities.
I know you wish it was C-3PO. Sorry.
Oh, I do. maybe on the next unnamed, maybe it's going to be like a Star Wars theme.
On that one they're building now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars, and I feel like, I don't know, there's like, well, I was going to say Pixar, but I'm like,
Pixar's kind of sprinkled into each of the new ships. Wars. Yeah. We need a new Star Wars space for sure. Star Wars dining. Like Worlds of Marvel, Worlds of Star Wars, Plants of Star Wars.
Take the Star Cruiser show design and food design and just pop it onto a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
Yep. It's definitely not quality.
Yeah. Okay. So also we learned about some drinks here. So Disney Cruise Line has shared a sneak peek of new drinks coming to the Disney Destiny lounges, excuse me. But if you didn't know this, guests are going to be able to step into themed venues like the Sanctum, Haunted Mansion Parlor, and Cask and Cannon, each inspired by unforgettable Disney characters and reimagined with immersive design and detail. So at the panel, again, more things were announced, and I'm going to kind of just show you the ones because there's some elements, there's like some show elements to these, which is really cool. So if you are watching this right now on the screen, we have the Mirror Dimension, and this is served at the Sanctum, made with Stoli Elite Vodka, lychee, fresh lemon juice, pink peppercorn, and Electrodust Buzz Rock. This mesmerizing cocktail will touch all your senses with a special glass that reacts to touch and an electrifying dust that will leave your taste buds tingling. So it's giving, you know the Science Museum where you like touch the ball and the like electricity? Yeah. It's giving me that with what sounds like Pop Rocks in it. I don't know if that's true, but I still think that's a really cool and interesting element to have to the drink. And there's also, I have a photo here of the lounge. This is Disney Cruise Line's first lounge themed to the mystical world of Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange, and will serve as a central retreat filled with artifacts tied to the Sorcerer's mission to defend the world, creating an environment rich in wonder and intrigue. Guests can sip specialty cocktails and coffees while surrounded by details drawn from Doctor Strange's New York Sanctum. Highlights include the signature circular mirror behind the bar, reminiscent of the Sanctum's iconic window, along with the cloak of levitation and spell book from the Carmitage. I think this actually is a really cool, like a fun way to make what looks like a very elegant sort of space.
Yeah.
I don't know. So is this area, sorry, I took it down. Is this area from the look of it going to be where
Skipper Society?
Yeah, Skipper and the Tiana
bar so this is the open lounge.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm looking back at that. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm looking back at this drink that you said has like the electric. What the heck? How are they going to pull that off?
I don't know. That's where I was like, what's the they say
is that in the glass and it's glowing or something?
No, it's like the glass is used. So they also demonstrated another drink too that literally when they serve it, and I think this is crazy because on a cruise ship, at least he was doing it in the presentation, it's like the floating. It's two magnets, and it's so you know how they have those displays that like hold the magnet. You like put the glass on it, and I'm like, there's no way that lasts very long because how do you walk across the room to serve that?
Okay, we're going here first. These drinks look insane.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
But I'm excited for this to the point where I'm like, why can't we have it here? Because I thought Doctor Strange we could have here because he pops up at Hollywood Studios randomly. So I'm kind of like. I have another conversation topic we need to have at one point where I was like, because now we have the Beacon Barrel open, and at Galaxy's Edge we have, Ogas, and I was like, these really immersively themed bar experiences. I'd like to know what properties and where we would have them, and that's a fun maybe Disney dining show conversation. But we did also get a look at the Haunted Mansion parlor, which also is on the Disney Treasure as well, and this one looks pretty identical to it. And there was a drink that they talked about over here. I don't remember. There was a drink that came out of a box that smoked like this, but I think this might be different.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
they say that
it was on
I got one that was in a box and it came with the death certificate and it has like a little UV ghost on the top. It wasn't called the Chilling Challenge though, but there is a drink that's called that at the Treasures parlor.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. We did do a video of it, so if you want to check it out, it is on this YouTube channel, and we'll have reviews of those. Because I will tell you already, I didn't like any of the drinks inside of the Haunted Mansion parlor. I like the beer, fine, but they're saying this popular drink is called the Chilling Challenge My Way, and it is a drink of the same name on the Disney Treasure, but it's all new ingredients on the Disney Destiny. So it includes cognac, Cointreau, yuzu sake, orange blossom foam, and an edible viola flower. Viola Davis.
It's giving flower and garden.
Honestly, seriously. On the Disney Destiny, sip on all new menu of expertly crafted. Oh, thank God. All new menu.
Wow.
Okay, I thought maybe it was just like a new drink. And I'm like, please.
That's interesting. Like I wonder if they're going to adjust the treasures then, or if they're going to be two completely different menus because...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No, I agree. It's completely. So it says all new. So mocktails and cocktails, and interactive experiences and surprises that will bring these wandering souls to life. The parlor itself holds secrets tied to a jovial sea captain and his enigmatic fiance, inviting curious guests to travel the mystery hidden within its walls. Now there is another lounge as well called the cask and cannon.
Not to be confused with beak and barrel.
I know. That's where I was like, oh, my. So this is a vibrant tavern aboard the Disney Destiny, like I said, inspired by the iconic Pirates of the Caribbean attraction found across Disney theme parks. The pub is packed with collected treasures from mischievous pirates of the past, creating a story-filled atmosphere where every detail adds to the adventure. And then the drink over here is this one that comes out of a treasure chest. It's all smoky and everything. It says, I should say, finish the detail about this bar first, is that guests can trade pirate tales, watch live sports, and enjoy light snacks alongside vintage rums and specialty brews served straight from the barrel. Whether you're drawn to the lure of the seas or just love a good drink, Cask and Cannon offers a spirited stop on your voyage. The Dead Man's Chest, which is what's pictured here, has, again, another fog drink. Comes out of a treasure chest. It's a new 2-person beverage experience that includes drinks capturing the true spirit of a pirate's life on the high seas. Made with Zacapa 23 Solera rum, pineapple, lime juice, agave nectar, and coconut froth. This cocktail will fully immerse you in the cozy ship's cabin atmosphere of Cask and Cannon, complete with gold coins.
Okay. So is it the same drink served twice over to make it a 2-person experience?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just like when you order it, because that's the other part too. I was like, if I order it and I'm traveling alone, do I just get 2?
Can I get
or
2
can
drinks?
I not order it? Yeah,
yeah. That looks They had me at coconut froth. My goodness, that looks fun. This is going to be the place for Pirate Night. Let me tell you. So they say that
watch out, Lane Edwards is going to be there. Watch out.
They say guests can trade pirate tales, watch live sports. Obviously, this is a sports pub, but I don't know why in the beginning when they were talking about Cask and Cannon, maybe I was confusing it with Beak and Barrel. I thought there was going to be a bit more like storytelling in there from like characters.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be similar to the Beak and Barrel, that it was going to be a little more interactive,
immersive,
or something.
I mean, I'm fine with this,
cool, but yeah. I mean, that area, I guess on the other ships, like the Treasure and the Wish, I didn't really consider it like a sports bar. So it's interesting they said the live sports part. Because I think about that. I guess I'm thinking of the classic ships.
I only saw football being played in the 20,000 Leagues pub. I never really saw any of the fun windows in there besides the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because they were playing games in there. So, yeah, I'm excited to go experience that one again. But, yeah, it's kind of cool that they have like a themed sports pub, you know.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the rest of the menu because that little treasure chest, and I'm assuming those gold coins are chocolate, right?
Right?
They look like it.
Well, I don't think we're getting real doubloons over here.
I'll take chocolate over real doubloons, honestly. Yeah, that's fun.
Well, we also got a peek at some of the new collectibles that you're going to be able to find on this, as well as throughout Disney parks for the next little bit of the holiday season, which apparently the Pluto skeleton sipper came out yesterday. I was at Magic Kingdom, and I was like, didn't see it anywhere, and apparently it was at Cosmic Rays. But it's at Epcot, I guess, too, so I'm like, I might try and go out and get it tomorrow, because I was like, I need that little skeleton fella.
Yeah.
But there are going to be these 2 mugs in the Haunted Mansion parlor, which are new, and these are very cool. My God, I don't know if you can hear it in here, but there's like, one of these days, one of the pillars in this building is just going to give out on us. So we have the Poseidon mug showcasing the god of the sea, and that's going to be sold in the Haunted Mansion parlor, and that is, I don't know, inspiration from the original theme park attraction. There's a painting in the parlor, though, that is this.
Yeah.
And then we have the Siren mug, which is it's double-sided. So I know the Disney Parks Instagram featured the other side of it. I don't have the photo of the other side of it, but I thought it was 2 separate mugs at first, because I like the side we're showing right here, which is the like evil like Medusa with the snakes and the little pendant. But I love these designs of these are cool.
It looks like the Poseidon, his little trident, it comes apart just like the one on the Treasure.
Oh yeah, so it comes out of it.
What was it like his
fishing hook thing.
Yes, his fishing hook came out from his. So that's cool.
Yeah, I like that. I will definitely be picking
yes, for sure.
Okay, we also got a look at a holiday mug coming to Trader Sam's this year, and this one I am pretty stoked about because it basically looks like the morbid person in me is like, is that the Grinch?
Yeah, I did too.
I know it's not, but
no.
Sorry, I was like, I have to see where it's labeled. Do. Here it is. It's a zombie. This is the holiday zombie mug. 2 versions.
Definitely
There's a
not the
gold
Grinch.
and a gold thread and a red thread. That was the difference. I couldn't tell.
So are we getting both?
I
or
think
is one
no.
getting one and
I think one Disneyland, one.
Disneyland is definitely getting
Disney
the gold
World.
one. That's a Disneyland.
Do you think
thing.
you want the gold one more?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want
I'd
either
take
one
either,
of these.
but
yeah. This is cute. I zombie is the one I have the most of, so I'm just like,
it's fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I got the holiday barrel, the one they released last time, and so I'm like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for it. He looks like the Grinch, been all sewed up.
Yeah, it looks like the Grinch, and I'm here for it.
And then we also got a look at a new Monsters Inc. Scream canister bucket. We've seen it as like a water bottle before. This bucket, I'm assuming it's a popcorn bucket, but the word popcorn is not used in this article. So
Canister bucket. Yeah, it must be popcorn.
I'm going to pop up one here that has a couple of pictures of the other ones. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's got the strap on it so you can wear it. I'm assuming it lights up a little bit. Mm-hmm. We also have another little green man sipper. He's got a jetpack on this one.
Fun.
Cute. I like that they kind of keep going with this one. Yeah. I just think it's fun. But we also have this like holiday bucket this year, which I'm kind of like, ooh, I think I'm gonna need this one. It's very Hallmarky. It's got like Mickey driving his old fashioned car, his old fashioned truck, and Pluto's like holding on the tree in the back, and it looks like all the lights are kind of light up too and stuff. So it's really cute. This one is like,
it's very cute.
Yeah, really cute. More
Chip
plastic.
and Dale are on there too, on the top. They're tiny.
Oh yeah, they're hanging off the top of the tree. See, I almost missed that.
Yeah, I feel like they're really leaning into the holiday like popcorn bucket that can also be shelf decor because the gingerbread house last year.
Yeah,
this is just like this continues on because it was Minnie's gingerbread house. Now you can have Mickey and Goofy in the truck.
And then at Easter, we're gonna get this Pooh and Piglet like.
Oh, it's too
popcorn
early.
Bucket.
What the heck
I
are
was
they
like,
doing?
why are you showing this? Like, maybe they just think it's gonna be a really big hit. The thing I'm looking forward to is this Bantha sipper because I have the Jawa one next to me, and I was like, it's fun. Also,
so this is only Disneyland and select cruise line ships, though.
Oh no,
it's not coming to World because this is an actual like ceramic mug.
Oh, is
right?
it ceramic? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I looked at it so quickly. I thought it was. I knew it was a drink thing, but I didn't realize it was.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it says. It says sipper in the article, but I'm looking at it.
I don't think it's just plastic though. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. Now that you said that, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if
No,
it is because I can see the hook.
Yeah,
I think that's the hook for the strap.
Yeah.
It's weird because in some of the pictures it has a strap, some of them it doesn't. Whatever.
Yeah,
it's cute.
I mean, he'll look cool next to your Oga's mugs for sure.
He sure will. You betcha.
Where's our Bantha attraction now?
Yeah. Could you let me know? Could you read me the next one here? That's about our friend Buzz Lightyear.
Yes. Give me one moment.
Technically, Buzz will also be joined by Minnie and Spider-Man.
Spitterman.
Walter J. Spitterman.
Good.
But I'm looking forward to this. I feel like.
Yeah. So at Destination D23 again, Disney revealed that Buzz Lightyear will once again soar high above New York City in the 2025 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The beloved Toy Story character is set to return in balloon form, delighting fans of all ages during the annual holiday tradition. The Buzz Lightyear balloon has appeared in the parade before, but 2025 will mark its comeback. Standing several stories tall, the larger-than-life Space Ranger will join a lineup of iconic balloons and floats that make Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade one of the most watched holiday events of the year. Very fun.
Yeah. I mean,
he's a big guy.
Yeah. The big Space Ranger. He's flying. He's not falling with style.
Yeah.
Though,
and they are celebrating the 30th anniversary of Toy Story this year. So
that makes sense.
That's why.
That's
debuted
cute.
in 95.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, those are all or kind of the bigger announcements. I'm not sure if that was all of them. I could have missed one. Probably did. Very detail-oriented over here. But the thing that I'm most excited for was the announcement of the D23 Ultimate Disney Fan Event for Anaheim, California, for next year, and that is taking place on August 14th, 15th, and 16th. And it is going to include, it's going to be the same way they did it last year with the 2 venues. So it'll be one Anaheim Convention Center, Honda Center, which, I mean, that worked out fine. And I got it when we were there. Like, when they did the music and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this makes sense. The only thing with that is we didn't get any swag there.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
we
need more swag. Stuff we all get.
Yeah, next year I'm definitely buying a drink when I get there. I would just, like, got my seat, and I'm like, I needed popcorn. I needed a pretzel. I needed something.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now.
It was a bit. It was a bit to get there.
But I'm excited. I love the D23 convention. I hope to be at this one as well.
Yeah.
We don't really have, I don't think there's information in here about tickets going on sale.
Just the dates. Yeah.
Just the dates. But I would, I'd imagine sooner than later. I can't remember when they went on sale last year. Spring? Okay. Yeah.
It says spring.
It's tough. I mean, I like that they're doing it closer because I think it was the 2019 one that they like went on sale a year ahead of time, and I was like,
oh my
girl, I can't plan that far ahead.
Yeah.
But we still got it, but it's just one of those. It's tough, but it's also crazy because I'm like, technically that they're doing the same thing they did last year. This weekend is probably the same weekend of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Oh, you're so right.
But I'm hoping it'll also be the first weekend of Oogie Boogie Bash, and I can go do that again for the first time in like 5 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Don't do the D23 night, though. Go to a different one.
Yeah.
As we learned.
I'll just live out there. It's fine.
That's fine.
I want to be in California.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I think that is, I think that's going to do it for the show today. That's like, that's some of the announcements. Fun things to look forward to. I think there was more that came out of that than I expected, but honestly, it's fun. It was nice. It was cool. I don't know what else to say about it.
We had a lot of surprising announcements this last week. Like, I thought there would be different announcements. I feel like the Walt Disney animatronic for Carousel of Progress.
Yeah, that was the big surprise.
The castle repaint. We knew we were going to get some details on the Villains Land. I thought we'd be getting a little bit more than architecture, but that's okay.
I don't think we're that far along.
Yeah, so it leaves us more surprises for future announcements.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was some good surprises.
It was good. Hopefully everybody who was in attendance at that event, I know that some people who follow the channel and some of our Patreon supporters like Jennifer were there, and I hope they had a great time and a great weekend, and it was everything that they had hoped for, and I hope everybody had a good weekend, and I hope you continue to have a good week. So I think that's going to do it for us. Before everybody jumps off, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind, and double check to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you click that bell, you're going to get notified for whenever we upload any new content on this channel. Don't forget about our other YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/@thediz, and that's where we do a lot of like our parade videos, just stuff where nobody's really talking. It's more the atmosphere, it's the ride-throughs, it's the highlights of the Halloween Horror Nights haunted houses and things like that over there that is still active and being uploaded to regularly. So check that out. If you are listening to this podcast, please rate and review that wherever you are consuming it. And we will see you next time with another episode. Until then, bye, everybody.